In years gone by, Tony Blair and William Hague did battle at the dispatch box. Political opponents, political enemies. Oh, no, they weren't. They always agreed on pretty much everything. They were like Tweedledum and Tweedledee. And today, yes, a big joint article in the Times, an interview together on BBC Radio 4's The Today programme. The presenter said, it's like old times. I think what he really meant was, it's like the good old days. Yes, the good old days of Blairism and the big state. Well, their latest proposal makes me really, really angry, because what they're proposing is that we have digital ID cards in this country. They'll be so convenient and easy to use. They'll be on your phone. They will contain absolutely every single piece of personal data about you, not just your place of birth and mum and dad's name and things like that. No, 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 no. All of your school qualifications, professional qualifications. Oh, and of course, your vaccine status. That's what Blair has been campaigning for some time. Probably tax affairs, credit ratings, every single thing the government can gather about you will be part of your digital ID. Now, I've got to tell you, this is a complete step too far. This is Hague and Blair taking us towards being like modern day communist China. It is completely beyond the pale. And we'll be told, oh, it'll be great because it'll stop illegal immigration. It'll stop people working illegally. It won't stop any of those things. Have CCTV cameras across our cities made them safer? No, of course they haven't. Violent crime, be it with knives or guns, gets worse, almost in direct proportion to the more cameras you put up. All that you get with the surveillance state are normal, law-abiding people who suddenly find themselves outside the law, perhaps on a matter of conscience, such as having at least 2 jabs to continue to work in a care home. I think this is a really bad and dangerous move. They're calling for cross-party consensus. Well, they're going to get it, aren't they? Because what is the difference between Jeremy Hunt, Rishi Sunak, and Keir Starmer? It is virtually nothing. This is the direction they want to take us in. They will ally it to central bank digital currencies. Interestingly, Jeremy Hunt last week saying we would not be allowed to hoard central bank digital currencies. When we get them, we'll have to spend them. We're moving in a most awful, awful direction. I feel nothing short, probably shouldn't say this really, but nothing short of absolute loathing for what Blair and Hague want to do to us, want to do to our way of life. I don't want to live in a country where we have the modern day equivalent walking down the street of a policeman asking us for our papers. I don't want to live like that. We should be innocent. That should be the assumption. Innocent until proven guilty. I can just imagine the next step will be, you've guessed it, carbon credits. Yes, your carbon credits will be put onto your digital ID. And when you've used a certain number of flights in a year, you will have used them all up. That in a week when rationing of all these things is being seriously considered by academics at Leeds University. At some point, probably between now and the next general election, this issue of digital ID is going to be on the agenda. I suggest for now, we hold our fire, but we get ready to fight one of the biggest political campaigns for personal liberty and freedom ever seen in this country. I'm convinced that the silent majority do not want the state to have that much power over our lives. I'm convinced we can win this battle. Yes, I know you have to show ID. I know a lot of the world is online these days. I get that. But I don't want government to dictate what information they hold on us. I think the whole thing is really, really frightening.